once again for the renegade master. Back 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 once again for the renegade master.
Hello, my renegades, and we are back to Love Island. Let me try and correct myself first, shall I? And we are back to Love Island season 10, 41 and 42. Well, 41 is just literally the unseen bits, and as I said, if you want to go on and watch those, you can do, but it is literally nothing there that goes on at the end of the day in regards to it. But we are coming on to quick succession to episode 42 at the end of the day. So here we go. So it leads on from the night before, as you see, with Ella B egging up herself, trying to get in between Mitch and Abby about, yeah, you've been talking for bare time. So it leads on with Abby just telling Ella B, well, yeah, we can talk when I've finished talking to him, basically. And then she goes off and she goes, I think she goes back and sits next to either Josh or Sammy or wherever it is she's going to sit next to. And basically just saying that, you know, they're just still talking, so he'll come over when he's finished, kind of thing. So they've finished talking. Mitch is walking over, Abby's walking over. So Abby starts walking over to them and basically says, well, you know, babe, it's all yours. And she's just like, I'm just chilling, girl. So you really didn't want to speak to him then, did ya? You really didn't want to speak to him then, did ya? You just really made a mug of yourself, made a fool of yourself, following the bidding of the boys to go over there just to cause what? To cause friction, to say, I can insert myself here and this man will allow me to insert myself because I've just took your man. Is that all the message you wanted to say? I'm sorry to say, but I'm going to say it now. I'm telling you, Ella B does not want Mitch. Ella B don't want Mitch, and I'll show you the reasons why she don't want Mitch, and it's through these episodes that you will see this girl. I'm sorry, yeah, maybe a bombshell, but she's hella disrespectful for one. She's hella disrespectful for one, and for two, she is what you call a full-on fucking homewrecker. Like when she sees something she wants, even if it's shut after her, she will try and make an issue in order to make them have an argument. And we know who we're talking about. We're talking about Ty and Ella. So I'm going through the whole episode. There's going to be no order to this at the end of the day. It's going to come as I'm talking about it. So there's going to be no order to it. And the biggest thing that I want to talk about is the bullshit that is Ella B. The absolute bullshit that is Ella B. At the end of the day, it starts off, as we know, with the girls getting ready. Now, OG Ella has already got her shit in her place where she sits. Ella B has been in there for a couple of days now, so she would have an idea of where OG Ella sits to get ready, where all the girls sit to get ready. You didn't go in and take nobody else's space. There was a fucking space that was free, but you went and sat in OG Ella's space. What for? Like, what for? And the way that OG Ella asked you if you'd just be able to move over wasn't disrespectful, but you had to huff up your motherfucking chest. Huff up your chest and go, huh, 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 when she asked you to move. Then you move around the other side. That's point number one. That's point number one that lets me know that you have a serious issue. Point number two is when you decide to take OG Ella over for a chat to try and clear out the bad air. Yeah, to try and clear out the bad air. Then you tell OG Ella that you don't want, like, there to be any bitterness or anything like that, yeah? No bitterness, but yet you were huffing your arse off when she asked you to politely to just move out of the way for her stuff, because her stuff is in the drawers. So that's where she gets ready. Then, little sweat face Annie, because that's what I'm going to call you, a little sweat face Annie, because when you get out in the sun, that makeup starts dripping. Like, you look like you got a full-on sweat lip going on at the end of the day. Little sweat face Annie. Yeah? You then decided to tell Ella about, again, bringing up your past with Ty. And I'm like, nobody cares about your past with Ty. You then had to throw in that it was 3 months ago that he kissed you. And OG Ella said she don't care. She didn't really care at the end of the day, and she was trying to talk to you politely, but still you kept on copping off with an attitude. And I'm sorry, but the way I was feeling, it was getting me het up. It was getting me het up because you kept copping off with the same motherfucking attitude towards her, and I don't know why. Because we all know when Ella B keeps on saying that she gets what she wants, the person that she wants is Ty. And to me now, it seems like at all costs she will try and get Ty or cause a wedge between Ty and OG Ella. So the next point is that when you're talking to Ella, you turn around and you tell Ella that it was because he said, oh, it'll be it's your last chance at the kiss, or something along those lines. Yeah, something along those lines. And that's why she feels like she's getting mixed signals. OG Ella does not show this shit in front of Ella B, but Ella B knows exactly what game she is playing when she implants that seed in OG Ella's head. Because don't forget, they watch this show. They watch this show before they go in there, so they know the patterns of behavior that people have been doing. So she knows exactly what she did when she planted that seed in OG Ella's head. That was strike number motherfucking 3 for me. Because at the end of the day, I'm sitting there and I'm saying, now, you know full well Ty did not mean that shit the way he said it to you. Basically, Ty was saying it's the last kiss because of the fact that he shut off with Ella and he's literally in a spot to telling this girl that he loves her. Yeah? But you decided in your infinite wisdom that you was just going to be a motherfucking arsehole just to cause friction between these two and say it like, oh, you know, and you didn't even clear up the misunderstanding that you know you was going to plant in this girl's head. So now why, tell me, did she then turn around, this is at night time, Ella and Ty are talking, they're getting into it because as again, OG Ella does not trust Ty, as again. My thing is as soon as this girl has said that to you, your first put a call, instead of going in the bedroom and getting upset and het up about it, is turn around and go and have a discussion with Ty about it and say, look, this girl said this to me, what are you saying? And basically have that discussion. But no, you literally had to wait until the night time for him to talk to you because he knew something was wrong. Ty knew something was wrong straight away from before they were talking, before they went out, before they had to recouple and all of that jazz. Ty knew something was wrong and he knew that he was going to ask you if everything was okay and you would just say fine, but he knows it's not fine, but he just didn't know what was going to come, but he knew something was coming. So same thing with the recoupling. Like you say the things that you want to say, he sits down and he said that was good still, you did good still, and tapped her on the leg, and again you gave him the cold shoulder. Now this is the problem with OG Ella. At the end of the day, she will take the fucking whisperings of outside people in her ear, but not necessarily, all right, you said this to me, I'm now going to go and speak to Ty and find out what's what, do you know what I mean? But I'm not going to be accusationary with it or as a security with it. So, no, she don't do that. So then they're having their chat. It's starting to get head up because, again, Ty is pissed. And I'm with Ty in that because at the end of the day, I know exactly what Eloise is doing. I know what she's doing. We all know what she's doing. So then, after they've had their little set to, because they knew they were having an argument, Ty's gone over to Ella B and like, okay. And I'm like, yes, go to her, put her on point and dead this for now, because this girl is trying to play some motherfucking game. So why is it when Ty is telling Ella B is like saying, oh, well, I did say that's where I did say you didn't mean it in that way. And like, you know, there was nothing there and you did shut it down. And I'm like, I'm literally sitting there like, is this girl's taking a motherfucking piece. Fully taking the piece. This girl's lying through her back teeth. Sweaty mouth Annie is lying through her back teeth. She knows full well that she did not reassure Ella in the slightest. She made sure she implanted that seed in Ella's head to cause the friction that then was caused between Ty and Ella after that. She did that. And then if you catch it quickly when she's sitting on the chair and she's saying they're arguing, she has a motherfucking smirk on her face because she knew she caused that bullshit. And then when Ty goes over to Mitch and says, yeah, you can go back now, you can go talk to her, she's like, oh, I don't want this drama. My bitch, you caused it. Excuse me, the B words fell out. Didn't mean for that to fall out, but it did because I'm het. I am het up. I am head up to 100. She caused it. And I'm thinking to myself, do you people not honestly think that we see this shit? We see the games that you are playing up in here. We see what you are doing. Do you think they conveniently leave that shit out of filming, of edits, of stuff like that? Obviously freaking not. So all I'm saying is that when it comes to this voting now, where you're voting for your favourite couples, somebody please vote out Ella B. And if Mitch goes with her, more power. If Mitch goes with her, more power, because Mitch is full of shit too. Mitch is fully full of shit too. We already knew how Mitch moved, and I think Abby clocked on to how Mitch moved. At the end of the day, Abby opened that ramp, made him get a bit of tunnel vision, and then showed him the exit. So Abby kind of played herself in that respect, in terms of how she went about pulling him to task for flirting and doing whatever and wanting to get to know Ella B when she did the same thing with Scott at the end of the day. But Mitch, in this respect, has taken it that bit further because, as I said, and as Abby did mention it in this episode, that once someone gets the ick, it's very hard to come back from. It's very hard to change that person's mind once they get the ick with you. But the way Mitch has gone about his business is the sly motherfucking way he always does it. He hops ship and jumps to another person. But all I'ma say is watch this space, because I'm telling you, Ella B don't want you. Ella B don't want you. Ella B wants Ty. But Ty has now told her in no uncertain terms and made it crystal clear that there is nothing between her and him at all. So her throwing that grenade into their relationship, hopefully, my fingers are crossed that they can fucking work through it. My fingers are absolutely crossed that they can work through it, because the shit that she threw in there was astronomical, to be fair. It was astronomical. And again, it's Ella, OG Ella, that really does need to trust Ty. Yes, I understand the bullshit that she went through with Ty from the beginning, but things have now moved on and changed, and he's proven himself time and time again. She needs to stop letting these idiot gals, claw into her brain. She needs to be a little bit stronger than that. I know there's a lot more that went on, and I am going to be kind of swinging back around to it, but I just had to get that out. I just had to get it out. Having watched that, I just had to get it out. And she burnt me. Oh, sweaty face Annie. Nah, man, she needs dashing wear. She needs to be dash wear. Oh, she literally came in there. She's gone beyond the point of fucking bombshell causing now. She's literally throwing up grenades up in there. She's blowing that shit wide apart, or trying to. So I honestly hope that they can both come back from this, but I don't know how far they'll be able to, because OG Ella's got to learn how to trust Ty. She really has. Even I knew when he had that conversation first with Ella B that he didn't mean it in the way that Ella B was saying it to OG Ella. And then the fact that you saying that you reassured and told OG Ella afterwards, she's a damn liar. She sat there and lied in that man's face. Oh, I did tell her that. No, you fucking didn't. Which fucking part was you telling her when you was smizing and raffing in her ear about you've known each 3 months before he came in, that like you were together and stuff like that, again throwing up the motherfucking past. And then it's sending me mixed signals when he tells me that, you know, this will be our last kiss. Why would he say that? Where somebody tell me where was the reassurance in that? Where was the reassurance that she was telling Ty that she gave to OG Ella? Where was that in that? Where was that in that? And I hope to God when they get out and they show these fucking filming bits that Ty gets showing the fact that Ella B lied in your face, like full on lied in your face. And if anybody in reality is going to get to know this girl, just know she's a sneaky snake. Absolute sneaky snake. Her and Mitch are made for each other with the way that how them two go on. Like, seriously made for each other. So when we go back, we see Jess and Sammy are having their conversations. This is before the text comes in. So I have spoken about like the recoupling a little bit, but this is before the text comes in. And it's again, Jess is constantly telling this man what she wants and needs from him, and he does not fulfill it. I understand that he may not be an emotionally expressive person, but someone tell me, what does he express? What does Sammy express to Jess in the slightest? Like, even if he said the words, we're exclusive, so that means something to him. Yeah, I understand that means something to you, but words are cheap. Words are cheap, actions are gold. At the end of the day, as they say, actions speak louder than words, and you haven't shown those actions to Jess to say that she is something to you, because Jess is angling for you two to literally be boyfriend and girlfriend outside of this bloody villa. So what are you going to do about it? What is Sammy literally seriously going to do about it? Because the way in which how he communicates ain't going to be conducive to this relationship, because he's going to need to work on some things himself and at least show something, even if it's not fully emotional. Like, I'm not fully an emotional person, but with my partner I show different ways that I'm into them and stuff like that. And this is what Sammy needs to learn. At the end of the day, everybody is on a freaking learning curve as well. Everybody has to work and maneuver within these relationships as best they can. But if Sammy isn't even going to try, what would be the point? What would be the point, really? Because all you're doing is just leading Jess up a merry path. She's already locked onto you. She's already falling for you. She's already having those emotional feelings towards you. She just needs something back from you. She needs something back from you to make her feel secure that this is the right thing for her to do. Because all you're going to end up doing is letting this girl shut down, and then it'll be piss poor basically for the next person that comes along, because you're just going to have fucked up her pattern and the way that she works within a relationship for them. So then why when Mitch is talking to Ella B, like, he had a conversation with Abby, still saying that he wants to get to know Abby, because Abby's literally pulling away now. Now Abby's going to veer towards Scott. And we already know how that goes when Abby veers towards Scott, but I haven't got to the recoupling bit anyway, so we'll talk. We'll get to that. So this is how I say Mitch is a little two-faced devil coin at the end of the day. Because how are you telling Abby that you still want to get to know her, but then in the next breath you're telling Ella B that you and Abby are done? You and Abby are completely done, and he wants to cut things off with Abby because Ella B matches his energy. And I'm telling you now, Mitch is going to get fully burned by this girl, because she ain't come in here to build no motherfucking relationships. She's just come to try and burn one relationship down so she can have the boy that she's been hankering after for 3 months since they split off and he went in the villa. That's what she's after. That is what she's after. But I don't think she's going to get that far, because Ty shut that shit completely down, made it crystal clear, was his words to her. Anyway, breathe. Pause and breathe, shall we? Yes. So then we get, like, you know, the text, fire pit. It's a recouple. Girls are picking the boys. So you got Whit, who picks Locken, as we know. We got Katie, who picks Uzi, as we know. OG Ella picks Ty, and as I said already, he said that she did well with the speech, went to touch her leg and stuff and give her that pat. And again, she's a stonewall, all because Ella B put the fucking B in her ear, and and this is the problem. This is the problem with OG Ella. Stop listening to all these gamey girls, man. If he is not giving you just cause to mistrust him, then literally have the conversation with him when someone said something to you, because you know you can do that. But you wait and let it dig in on ya to the point where he has to ask you, and then it turns into a whole thing and a big argument. And this is where you two again don't know how to communicate with each other when you get to that point. Like literally don't know how to communicate with each other when you get to that point, because then you start speaking over each other and saying things in just to hurt each other at the end of the day. So each of you is not listening to actually hear what's being said, but you're listening just to respond at the end of the day. So then you've got like Ella B. Ella B didn't even look happy when OG Ella picked him, because all I was thinking of is, please producers, don't be fuckery on this beat, don't be fuckery on this beat, and let Ella B stand up first and pick No Man, because I swear to God, if she picked I would have jumped to play myself, gone to the villa, and there would have been a fight. There would have been a fight. There really would have been a fight. But hey ho, we'll carry on. So as we knew, Jess picked Sammy, Molly picked Zach, and you know what? I'm actually happy for Molly and Zach. I really am actually happy at how their relationship is working with each other. And as I said, all things happen for a reason. And I'm glad that yes, it started off a bit murky in the way which they were going about getting to know each other. But now they've really come into their own as a relationship. And I am literally happy for them. And then you've got Ella B, who picks Mitch. Abby gets up and starts doing her speech for her match. Already knew she was gonna pick Scott, but it was the whole speech around freaking causing triangles. I thought, damn, she fully put Mitch on blast, and Mitch was like, all the faces, like, I don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, we know what she's talking about, Mitch. You don't need to worry. We know what she's talking about, because we already know you, just like Sammy, don't know how to accept responsibility for your own actions, and the way that you flip from here to everywhere like a fucking honeybee to a fucking flower, trying to pollinate each and every flower. Yeah, that's how you flip from here to there to everywhere. You can't keep yourself still. I don't know how that's going to work for you on the outside world, because I'm telling you, child, Ella B no wants you. I've said that already again, but Ella B does not want you. And then she's picked Scott, and the only person left is Josh. We knew Amber was going to pick Josh at the end of the day. She doesn't see them being in a relationship, and Josh is well aware of that, so it's more like a friendship thing at the end of the day. So, as I said, I've come to the end of my vid, but as I keep saying to everybody, thank you for rocking with me thus far. And as I always say, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, so you'll know when I'm back on with myself, and we're going to talk about all things good. And I hope to see you here soon back again. Take it easy, my friends. Peace out.